Welcome to the Ar-15 podcast. This show is for you if you just bought your first rifle or you've been building them for years. There's something we can all do to take our black rifles to the next level. My name is Nick Dooley, and we are here. We are live. I've been in the military for way too long to ever be late for anything. And we're here. I am joined by my co-hosts. We have Santa's little helper, Joe.
Howdy, howdy.
And we also have with us, joining us tonight from the frozen north, Garth Hofer.
I feel like that was a total shot at me.
You guys, like, the whole county shut down, wasn't it? I know
we couldn't even sell the turkeys today, okay?
we looked at the map today, or I'm looking at the maps, and they had no travel advised, all of you guys, so it was slick out there. I slid into pier coming across the bridge, like coming down. It was I felt it, and I'm in 4-wheel drive. I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
We're not going to talk about slick this morning because I don't want to say anything that would incriminate anyone. I had an interesting day.
I believe it, being the guy, and Joe would have been the reason that pier gets a new bridge.
No, I was going into pier. Like, it's just stupid.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There was at one point this morning a cattle pot loaded, split across, sitting on a highway, blocking all of the lanes of traffic. And then tow truck couldn't get any traction to tow them out.
So who came and got it? Case, John Deere?
No, it was they weren't doing anything either.
If we get a Chinook, how much can we charge people to put their cattle pods back on the highway?
Oh, I'll be $10,000 an hour. We have a Rumble Rant here, $40 Rumble Rant from Eugene Uper, and I'll say it again. Don't forget the Gundies. This can do great things for our favorite show. And WTF,
it's going to. If you get us on stage, it's going to do a lot for our show.
Yep.
You got 3 more days. You can vote. You can vote through Sunday.
Yes.
Get us on stage. I think it'll be fun.
It'll be entertaining, that's for sure.
Joe's gonna wear that on stage.
No, I got better stuff. I'll wear something. I'll know something better than this.
Oh, don't you worry. I got something special for that.
We will never be invited back, but it'll be fucking worth it.
Garth is excited for that because he's like, I don't even want to know if he has something special planned.
Oh, trust me, if we get invited on stage, you're not going to know I'm there, but you'll know I'm
there. Nope. So no, we had that. We had some interesting weather today, but we are here. We are live now, and we are here for your weekly dose of awesome gun talk. But in the meantime, the in-between time, if you will. Joe, did you do anything fun with guns since we last spoke here?
I tried to. I only because it's right here. I actually put my trigger in there, or the super safety, the FRT, Artis FRT in there. I got out to the range earlier this week when it was like 55 degrees out, before this wrap came in.
Yeah.
What did I do? Oh, I had some of our old brass to check to see how that worked, and I was testing it out, and I got one really good burst off. So I'm like, cool, I'm gonna record this now. And then it wouldn't freaking chamber correctly because of again, I think it's that old brass that you and I made, because I completely haven't. But I have 100 rounds of 220 and 100 rounds of 110s coming. I was hoping they'd be here this week. Probably won't be here till sometime next week, but I'll get out and see how it runs. It was running good, like I said, for one good burst, and I'm like, ooh, now I better turn the camera on, and it didn't want to work. Not because of the trigger, not because of the or the operating, because of an issue we've had before. So we'll see. Hopefully next week I will have better review of how all that runs. But it did cycle of probably 6-7 round burst out pretty sweet. So
Nice. I had full intentions of bringing my my FRT gun but instead I grabbed a different rifle when we went up north because Garth and I taught a class.
It was chilly. It was not nice out.
it's the Sharps Brothers Hellbreaker lower with the A10 on it. The A10 mouth.
Yep.
Which I'm trying to decide if I want to paint it so that you can actually see it or leave it in the black. I haven't got that far yet. But
yeah,
it runs fun. It shoots. It's quiet.
Yes.
I just gotta find brass that it likes. That's not $1.25 a round.
Yeah, don't do that. That'll be expensive.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is.
I
will have like a couple hundred rounds of that on hand in case I want to go, in case I have to go like hunting zombies or something. But for playing on the range, I'm looking for some stuff that I can either reload at $1 or at around 50, 60 cents or buy. I think the one stuff I got was around 70 or 80 with some sales going on last week. But I didn't want to order too much because I don't want to be sitting on 100 rounds or 1,000 rounds of ammo that won't cycle.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
Garth, anything fun for you?
Nothing really gun related besides the class we taught on Saturday, and it was balls cold out, and I couldn't feel my fingers after 45 minutes. So, no, my scare code stuff's still getting done. So I haven't got to go pick that up yet. Ordered some mag pouch holsters, like I said last week, and finally got the new clips in today, or yesterday, and gonna put those on Friday or Saturday, depending on what the weather does again, because it's going to be chilly again. That's about it on the gun front. Got new music coming out tomorrow. Super stoked about that, but that's not gun related, so we don't need to talk
You
about
got to shoot a high point.
I got to shoot a high point, and that's why I really didn't get excited about it, because it's cool that it's a high point, but it shot like any other AR, and I'm not upset about it. It's great. It functions like an AR should. That's the best part about it, guys. But beyond that,
I think my exact words the first time I shot one were, "It's an AR."
Yeah, no, I mean, it functions. It does what it's supposed to do. If you want a reliable $500 AR, by all means, go buy one. I want to get one down the road. There's a few things I want to get first before that one. So, but yeah.
Just make sure if you do get one, you clean the damn thing before you take it to the range. Give it a good cleaning.
Yeah,
that is correct.
So, that's about it on my end for new, exciting, fun stuff.
Dr. Scary Guy says, boring is one of the best compliments I can give a gun.
No, it is. It truthfully is. What's that? It's a gun. Does it work? Yes. Okay.
So, John R71 here says, what's everyone's thoughts on the powder shortage incoming? Heard Patton say something about it whenever his last video was. And that is not as much about a powder whoever AAC was using for their powder supplier said they were not getting their next shipment because they ostensibly sold it to the military. The powder. So I have said it before and I will say it again, buy cheap and stack deep. And if we're hitting another time where something might be hard to find,
yeah,
be glad you were buying ammo.
And that's why
it seems like we're always in some sort of component scare, though.
It really does. Like, I remember the first primer scare.
When was it? Like one of those Chinese, not the powder manufacturer, but whoever makes one of the ingredients that goes in the powder, like blew up.
Oh no, that was primers. That was
primers.
That was right before COVID hit.
Yep.
And it was a chemical plant that did one of the components for primers. And so when that happened, it made, it's like, oh, there's 3 companies on the planet who make this one chemical. And it slowed everything down exponentially because, yeah, we had brass, we had powder, and we had bullets, but we didn't have primers. And now I have enough to go through another 5-year primer shortage.
Yeah, I do as well. I think, honestly, I have all the materials. I just don't have the press. So,
Country Boy Guns also posted here as, I guess we'll get into our news segment here at the beginning, that E-Forms is going down for an extended period. I hope it's not too long, but it is for the ATF. And what he is referring to is the ATF is going to stop processing all E-Forms. Form 4s and Form 1s.
Christmas or the 26th, something?
I believe it's on the 26th.
Yeah, the 26th.
And
I know. Let me keep talking. I'm going to find them.
So that they can, the saying for this is so that they can go through and get caught up and push through all the backlog of everybody who paid for stamps. And then Jan 1, they will have all of the stamps, like the $0 tax stamp stuff, ready to go. So when that happens, theoretically, everything will be caught up, because it'd be really hard to charge someone $200 and not have their stuff processed after January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the December 24th is your last chance for E-Form certification. December 26th, the portal will close, and then services will return on the 1st. So like you're saying, Nick, it's basically a chance to clear out everything so that when they come back to work on the 2nd, everything they start processing is the 0 fee, is what I'm seeing. And they're doing that basically so that they don't have that backup when they get slammed by 400 people. Or 4 million people, or whatever is going to show.
400's a...
Yeah, no, that's going to be the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, like first 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous.
John,
they say they're coming back up the 1st, and like Country Boy said, it's going to crash. It's a government website. It's going to crash.
It's
the
going
bet
to be
would be on how long is it going to be down, because I know some pretty good private servers that go down for that stink about load balancing, and they go down for certain runs. This one it's a government server. They're gonna crash hard.
I mean, that's what we all expect from them. So
yeah. I was gonna bring that up. I'd forgotten about it. I'm glad he said that, because something to definitely be to be brought up, because if you think you're gonna submit your form on the 1st and you're gonna have it by the 10th, you better be thinking like March, because I have a feeling they're gonna be slow.
It'll probably be slow, but I don't need mine until March anyway. Hopefully.
Well, the good thing is what you're looking at doing.
If you're employed by your dealer, you can just check them out.
Well, what he wants to do is Form 1.
Oh, that part, yeah.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah, that's Jim says, so who's staying up all night that night? That'll be the gun industry's version of watching the ball drop. As it comes up, and it's like 10, 9, 8. Okay.
Well, yeah, is it going to be a midnight thing, or midnight Eastern, or are they just going to be like, yeah, I haven't seen anything that says exactly what time you should start submitting stuff.
I don't know, but if it's midnight Eastern time, I will have stuff going through on at 11 o'clock Central.
Oh, certifications will continue until 3 p.m. on the 24th. Certification stop during ATF blackout from 3 p.m. on the 24th through January 26th. Yeah, they don't give a date or a time for the when they're going to flip the switch back on, which is also a federal holiday, so don't expect it to even come on the 1st.
No, it won't. Not at all.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We shouldn't have said anything because there'd be guys that are just waiting. They'd be like, "Oh, come on! Oh, damn."
Yeah, hi. It'll be me. Yeah, here you go. F5, F5.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Trying to get concert tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Or back in the old days of 3-gun signups when you're going, all right, is it ready? Is it ready?
No, I missed it. I mistyped my card number.
No. Yes, indeed. No, those are things where you went through. You used to have to, like, that was always such a pain was to, all right, yep, I got it. Then you'd mess something up and you'd go through and you wouldn't quite be able to get stuff to snap in because the website would snag or load or something like that.
Or it'd be slow and you just wouldn't get it.
Yeah, the lag, and you would, because of the lag, you'd miss out on something.
No, I know that.
Less than peak enjoyment. But no, so Garth had a topic for us to pick tonight. And silver screen stupidity.
It happens. It's a real thing.
Okay, thanks for that wonderful explanation of why you picked this topic.
Oh, you actually wanted me to go into it. I don't know.
It was your idea.
Well, no, it was an idea for the show. It was on a list. I don't know.
No,
all right,
so,
I will go into it. Fine.
You had an example. So
you had an example, and when you brought this up, it was like, why are they this? And I kind of went, oh, so we're talking. It's tropes, the most bothersome tropes that you have from Hollywood.
Well, yeah, it's like Hollywood alone loves to use the cocking of the shotgun. That is like one of the most famous noises in Hollywood. It just puts the fear in everyone. I'm like,
I have a story. I don't know if I should tell it.
Oh, you should.
You should tell it right now, actually. Well, anyway, no, we just want to go over like the stupidity of Hollywood because honestly,
and it has to do with cocking a shotgun and scaring the shit out of somebody.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's so much that I love Hollywood action movies. I'm not like Nick. 80s were cool. I was born in the 80s, so I dig them. The 90s had some good stuff too. Any action, The Expendables, awesome movies, full of horrid gun mistakes. And I just, yeah.
Like, you want to talk about like the greatest montage in action movie history, and it's the movie Commando.
Oh, Commando's awesome.
Like, where he's going through, he's got, that RPK, and he's getting everything set up, and it's, it's strapping everything on, and ends up with that old 4-shot rocket launcher. The name for that specific launcher escapes me at the moment, but like that even made it onto iPhone cases.
Oh yeah, no. Right now, I'm watching Fear the Walking Dead for my binge show of the winter. Oh my Lord. The amount of gun mistakes I've seen in there, and just like, oh yeah, so the apocalypse happened, and all of a sudden everyone can shoot a gun. Weird, or they have no idea.
Like shooting right-handed when you're having an eye patch over that eye, and
yeah, it's just
optics. There is some dumb stuff. So I've learned from movies that if somebody attacks me with a 1911, they got to cock it first. For that effect. So you're really in no threat with a single action if the hammer's down. Or everybody that, like, they get out of the car, they pull their pistol out, rack it, put it, it's like, come on.
Well, when they rack the slide like 5 times.
Yeah.
But Dusky says, how many kills was it in Commando? Wasn't it like...
I'm looking it up right now.
I want to say it was between like 80 and 100. Like, I want to say like 85 and 100 or something like that. It depends upon how you count scene splits, was what he said he had, or like they claim that he had.
81 on-screen kills.
How many John Wick had?
Oh, that's even a better one. I don't know. Actually, one of my all-time hated things though is when there is like a Glock on screen and you hear the hammer click for the 1911. You're like, wait, what kind of Glock is that? I want that Glock. I take that Glock. It must have been a platypus.
Yeah, no, here you go. The Country Boy guns. My favorite is when they have a safety click sound for the Glock.
Yes,
Yes, Garth is excited. He's like, yay!
that's exactly it, man. Oh, I'm like, okay.
No, my
Whatever.
personal favorite. You're talking about Walking Dead was when they mounted optics backwards.
Yeah, that happens in real life.
I know.
Even in the
We've all seen
military,
the picture of the
so-
Navy.
Yeah, that one. There are optics I've had to like.
Oh,
Look
there's
through it and be like,
optics
which way
the
is this
Army
supposed to
has
go?
where I'm
If
like,
you don't know any better, you're just if you're in Hollywood, you should have a gun guy on set so that you're not doing stupid stuff. Those kind of things I think are those are unacceptable. It's
Yeah.
The shot
firearms
500
consultant
rounds
and-
without reloading. Yeah, well, there's some stuff that you need for theatrics. There's some stuff that I don't want to see everything correctly. It's just going to bore me to death. It's going to bore a movie to death. But just making sure things are right. It's the same as every military member in a TV show that's got the popped collars. And it's like, have you never paid attention to when we actually show real footage from Global War on Terror? Nobody was wearing their collars like that. So,
yeah, it's always a thing, but it's like you talked about the ammo thing. I grew up on like 80s action movies, but really 60s and 70s westerns. Like that was my dad's jam. So we had all the John Wayne, like all the old VHSs. And John R says, still waiting for Russ to come out. Heard that movie was a blast. But all those old John Wayne cowboy movies where you'd see them, and they've got 6 guns, and most of the time real cowboys carried a single action army, and the reason they carried 2 of them was so that they didn't have to reload, but they carried with an empty chamber, so they would actually have 5 shots in the gun, not 6. But you'd see them like pop, 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 and it's like the 78 round revolver. It looked like one of those ridiculous pinfire revolvers that the French did. And going through that, but the worst thing about a lot of those revolvers was you couldn't get grips from VZ grips. The unique features of VZ grips is they're machined from a solid block of G10, and G10 is great because it's durable. It doesn't get slippery when covered with mud, blood, or sweat. The 17-degree grip angle and wide variety of textures from mild to extreme, as well as color options and shorty versions are also available. 1911 grips with extreme customizability, standard slim palm tells, safety nets, bottom profiles, and more. More than 25 textures and 27 colors are available. This coupon code is good for 15% off all handgun and rifle grips, and that code is AR15 POD 15. Yeah. And Plow Guy Dave says one of my favorite quotes from John Wayne is Rooster Cogburn. Fill your hands, you son of a bitch.
I do love a good old cowboy movie. Actually, my uncle was in The Gambler as not a stuntman by any means, but he had about a 50-minute scene in it, so it's pretty neat.
Oh.
He was at the card table when the fight went down.
I was in a lot of movies too, but you probably haven't seen them.
Not those kind.
No. So, yeah, we're not going to say anything more before AI does me dirty again.
Is it Hot and Chad?
What's that?
Is it Hot and Chad? Yeah.
But no, some of the other ones. So I know that we kind of touched on it and burned through a bunch of them real quick. Is like I know they have on set like armors and weapons advisors and stuff like that. And there's some of those houses, like the prop houses, where they check stuff out. It's, oh, hey, we have this. And they'll check out. Like, there's a very specific reason why so many guns, like, man, that looks the same as, like, the same gun is used in all of the movies.
Oh, yeah.
And it's because, oh, this prop house has it, and it's the cheapest AR to rent.
Mm-hmm. No, that's true. You actually, I'm pretty sure they just cycle through it, and because of studios and companies and stuff, why spend all the money when it's right there readily available for them and stuff. But it does kill the movie. I mean, the one thing I will say is I haven't seen anything like out of place as far as period set for guns and stuff like that. Like no one's ever snuck in a 1911 in a Western yet that I've seen, or any crazy mishaps.
Depending upon the obvious modded ARs in Rogue One. Hey, you want to get into that? Like the rest of you Star Trek nerds will know that. What was it? Han carried a Mauser C11 pistol in when he did that when Han Solo was in Star Trek. So, but we also know that Han shot first. So,
he did. I loved it.
But no, a bunch of those things. So the prop houses and things like that I was talking about, but you mentioned 1911s and Westerns, and that actually was a thing. Like there's a Western that is really dedicated to 1911s. It's called The Wild Bunch. They have a full on, like, the cowboy mounted shooting show has or Cowboy Mounted Shooting Society has, or not mounted, CSS, whatever, the Single Action Shooting Society, the cowboy shooting people, they have a whole division called the Wild Bunch.
Really?
And it's like that's a whole thing where like they full on gunfighter rigs for 1911s, but it has to be like an original 1911, like not an A1, but it's like set up like that, or like a proper GI with frame and sights milled in, not good sights, but
well, the one Cody does, they do not have that. Although that is fun to watch every year. I do get to watch the Cowboy Mounted Shooting every year out at the Rapid City Stock Show, and that is a hoot to go watch those guys shoot, because man, some people can't shoot standing alone at the range, and then you go watch those guys get on a horse and shoot. It's pretty neat.
Well, and what you're talking about there is the Cowboy Mounted Shooting, and what pops those balloons is more the black powder.
Oh no, it's all powder. There's no wax or anything in it. It's purely powder.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, Dr. Scary Guy says the West is a lot more recent than we think it was.
Oh yeah,
no,
very much so.
I was gonna bring that up. It's like where do you put that time frame on when a Western should fall, as opposed to when we started seeing a lot of modern military or modern arms? Because the year 1911 wasn't that freaking. It's closer to the beginning of the war, the beginning of this country than as we're going forward. So.
Yeah. One of the pistols that like is a weird bucket list gun for me to get as a collector is a Bergman 1908. But I know that I will probably never ever see one of those. And like they came out in 1906, I want to say, but it was a 9mm box fed May, kind of like the C11, but a little bit different.
Oh, okay. Now I'm looking at it.
But that comes from the movie Big Jake.
Yeah, those are sweet, dude. Those are cool.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to like, just one of those I remember watching it where it's like, oh yeah, well that's neat. Like I thought it was cool when I was 5. I still think it's cool.
Excuse me. So are there any other movie mishaps that you guys just can't stand? Because I have one, and it drives me insane. And every movie with a gun is, for whatever reason, guilty of it. When someone is shooting a gun and they get shot, or they just drop their gun, and then someone runs over to that gun and picks it up and automatically checks to see if there's a round in it and racks it again, but nothing comes out, and then a new bullet obviously goes in. Every movie, like cop movies, do that. It drives me insane.
Yeah, don't look at the dust cover on the ARs in Walking Dead. Then
Yeah, I know.
Well, if you do a proper load check, you don't have to eject the round, and you know if it's loaded, so it should go boom.
Yeah, but they'll drop the magazine, they'll check it, and they'll slap it. Like you can't look at the back and see the round count through the holes, and they'll load it back in, and then they'll rack it. I'm like, that gun was already loaded. Why are we doing this? Don't do that.
Well, I'm not picking up a gun. If I pick it up and I drop, I mean, yeah, I can check if it's loaded, but if I drop the mag and there's not a round there, I'm throwing it. I'm not picking up a gun with one round in it.
Well, I get that, but even like when they're carrying their own gun, like they'll go out, and my first instinct, if I'm going to take my gun with me, I'm going to load it before I leave.
Yeah, that's what I said that earlier. They'll
starts.
get out of the squad car before they're going to go clear this warehouse, and they're like checking everything. It's like, what, didn't you do that before you left the house? Have you already been in a shootout today?
Exactly.
I mean, depends.
This is my third shootout. Yeah, I should probably be checking, but you should probably be checking before you get back in the vehicle. So no, that one, yeah, if it's your own, you should know where you're at and what you're doing.
But did we actually land on the moon?
Anyway,
did we land on the moon? Yeah, is what we saw on TV the real? Who knows?
I don't know. I believe we live in a flat Earth.
I just don't know how they got the cameraman.
Exactly, they left him.
Yeah, but the cameraman never dies. No, you're talking about the ones that bother you. The one that actually bothers me the most for like movie and TV tropes and stuff like that is it isn't as much the press checking and stuff like that, because like I've done convoys and like when we were deployed and things, and I've seen guys just like bored and completely forget. Be like, fuck, did I load this? Like halfway through a convoy lane or something. Like, but that's just because I know what the common denominator is there, and it's something about like room temperature. And you're like, all right, well, at least you know to check. You know, you didn't remember if you loaded that, so you can check. That's good. But the one that bothers me is terminal ballistics. Because you watch someone like take a round to the arm or the leg like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And then the same round, like they pick up the same pistol and shoot someone and they go back like 25 feet. Or someone gets shot with a shotgun and it blows them across the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not how physics works, bro.
Yeah, it's like someone took a double-out buck from 2 feet away, but they're 100 yards and it's blowing them away by 5 feet. Yeah, it's stupid.
Okay, we need a mannequin because I want to see what happens when I actually shoot somebody from point blank with my shotgun.
I have mannequin heads. I was going to put them on our targets so we could practice that way for.
I think we need to see what happens with like. I'm not denying what Nick is saying. Like they over exaggerate it, but I want to see to what extent it actually. Like I have a feeling I've seen pheasants shot that are within a couple feet of the barrel, and they quickly changed the direction they were going.
Well, yeah, and it's that. But I'm saying, like, well, all I'm saying is 180 pounds of mass is generally not going to alter direction that extreme by 1 ounce.
I think we need I think that one through that whole shooting through the wall thing. Let's go shoot some mannequins and see where they go.
So if you'd like to support our campaign, you can find us at Ar-15.
Ar15podcast.com.
Yes, if you would like to support us shooting things at close range to see what happens for science.
For science.
100% for science and entertainment.
Yeah. Let's set up a
they don't care about the science. I guarantee these people in our chat, they don't care about the science. They want to do it for the entertainment.
Yeah. No, it's we'll definitely show it, and it's like, hi, welcome to Jackass. Yeah. Just shoot things. That's how we do it in the swamp. Right, Dusky? No, so we get through that, and if that's what you want, if it's what you really, really want, then and you're probably also in need of reliable custom Kydex holsters. And Clucker Tactical is your one-stop shop. Using premium USA source material, Clucker Tactical will build you a holster in a variety of styles and colors, along with light and laser options available. Whether you're in law enforcement, a competitive shooter, or an everyday gun enthusiast, trust that Clucker Tactical will provide every firearm owner has access to top-tier and personalized holsters, as well as quality custom products you can't find anywhere else. Use code AR15podcast for 10% off at cluckertactical.com. Dr. Scary Guy says, watch a video of a buck being shot with buckshot, reasonable facsimile. I understand that, but it depends where you're at in the nation, because I have seen some of the so-called deer you folks have down south, and I have had black labs that were bigger.
Yeah, they're itty bitties.
Your black lab was bigger than most hogs I know.
Yeah, your black lab was a sow.
I am well aware, but it does not change the fact.
Yeah, I know. I honestly, yeah, your black lab was larger than some deer in the south. I don't even think they're called. What are they called in the Serengeti? The little pronghorn things. I'm gonna look it up now.
This is more like the Sitka deer, those Sitka deer. That
Yeah.
That's not in the Serengeti.
Whatever. It's not here.
It's in Alaska.
No, not those. I'm talking.
Well, I mean, it's like saying that St. Paul's not in Africa. You can't tell the difference when you're there.
Joe's.
Hey, who wants to go to St. Paul this weekend and drive around in a convoy and yell words out windows?
You know, I learned my lesson when I did that in Colorado. So I'm good.
Was it at the governor of Minnesota?
What, me? No, I was in Colorado.
Were you yelling at their governor?
No, we used to call this thing we do drive-by insulting.
I love the fact that Garth is like, what are you guys talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking up deer on my computer right now. Can't find them.
Apparently, people are being mean to the governor of Minnesota and driving by his house and calling him a retard because Trump called him retarded, which he kind of is. Well, really is. But so
it's called a dick.
Who wants to go on a AR-15 podcast convoy road trip?
No, I've been to the Twin Cities since 2016. I don't have any desire to go back. And the deer is called the dick.
Oh yeah, they're like the size of my Aussie doodle.
Yeah, they're little things.
Yes. Oh,
we're so off topic.
Well, you're talking about dicks and
I'm talking about deer.
Uh-huh. No, we were talking about the recoil and stuff like that, but it's that's one of the most
recoil. I mean, that's like the big one in Hollywood is they can accurately aim on full auto. Like, come on. Most people can't accurately aim with semi-auto.
Correct.
Yeah, well, again, like going back to all the 80s movies, have you guys ever watched the movie Navy SEALs with Charlie Sheen?
Maybe.
Oh, if you haven't, you need to. Like, it's on one of the streaming services. I know it is, but it's got what's his name? He's on Whose Line Is It Anyway? And on the Drew Carey show, he was like the tall, goofy
Ryan Stiles.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a comedy then? Okay. I've probably seen it, but
it is not a comedy.
No, it's not a comedy.
With those guys?
What?
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, and he's in it, and so is Charlie Sheen, and they take it very seriously as like they are. But he's like the super like tactical, like, oh yeah, guy. And they just, I think they aim once in that entire film, and it's the sniper.
They don't have to aim,
and everything is straight up like under the arm, spraying full auto as they jump into camera.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is amazing. And that is like in 80s movies, that was probably my favorite gun trope, was just the complete lack of aiming, because sprayed all of your ammo in one shot.
I will definitely look that up because, needs some.
I feel like anything like pre-90s with Charlie Sheen in it is just awesome. Like, dude is so like Platoon, and was he in Good Morning Vietnam?
No, Platoon. Then it was Young Guns, Young Guns 2. Those were his westerns.
Them are awesome.
I heard they were going to do a third one.
I was just gonna say that. I'm waiting
Chase.
for that.
I mean, I'm in. That'd be great.
Yes.
Yeah, those are me and my buddy, the first roommate I had after high school. We'd get done drinking and come over to the bars, and we just pop the DVDs into those Young Guns and fucking pass out. It was great.
Young Guns, Tombstone, fantastic.
Yeah, Hot Shots. I made a Young Guns reference today at work, and I don't know if they got
one. Which one?
I was commenting about the we're in the spirit world.
Oh, yeah.
And I said it just like that, and they looked at me. They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I like the one.
Red Dawn, probably one of the best Sheen movies ever.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, Charlie Sheen is underappreciated.
Oh, yes.
So, like, that's actually one of the movies that got a lot of the gun stuff right, and man, did they have to try. Because I actually want to say, like, they used a bunch of Valmets for the AKs and that, because at the time you couldn't get AKs in America.
I don't know. Do we have any gay people in the chat that could talk about AKs?
They'd have to know about more than me, though.
Well, that I know they don't, because they're just weirdos.
But no,
I haven't figured out. Yeah, I won't go there yet.
Which one, the original or the remake, Dirt Racer?
Oh, no. So it's what you're talking about is the documentary or the filmed adaptation.
Oh.
Like, the documentary was better than the film adaptation.
Yeah, they had to edit the adaptation to appease the sequel.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, they weren't Valmets, they were Mahdi's. I had to look at them to see what they were. So a lot of them were Egyptian Mahdi's. And then, yeah, there were some Valmets as well. But Mahdi's were the big one. Which, that is definitely one of the things that... And Dirt Racer, if you still haven't not watched Red Dawn, dude, fix yourself.
Watch them back to back.
Do it.
Yeah. And I don't even mind the new one. Like, I've watched it. I'm not saying it's as good. I'm not even putting it in the same league. If you think that it's like the only thing they have in common is a name, but they're still both good. Like, I can watch. I love the book Starship Troopers.
Yeah,
and I love the movie Starship Troopers.
Nothing alike.
What?
There's no shower scene in the book. I was so disappointed.
Yes. But like I loved the movie and I loved the book, and they are not the same at all. Like, they have a couple cross references of characters and things of that nature.
Bugs.
Yeah, and bugs. Because they were like in power armor, which is real nerd stuff.
I honestly didn't know there was a book, so I don't like to read. Just pick one, Mr. President. Pick 5. No, that's not the way I want. Number 3, okay. Sorry.
What?
It's a Simpsons reference.
Okay. But no, anyways, we'll keep moving on from there. And is there you guys got any other ones that really grind your gears, if it will?
I feel like one that's probably not talked about a lot is
yes, point of impact versus shooter is a big change from the book. That is correct. All the bobbly swaggers. I do bring up shooter in almost every concealed carry class I talk about.
I was just going to
And-
bring up point of aim and point of impact. Like you never have holdovers in the movies.
No,
Like they'll show you
never.
looking through the scope, but they're always dead center hold. There's never a holdover. So
Oh, what about the guy who grabs the dust off the ground and sprinkles it, the sniper, and you're like, oh yeah, from that I get 8 clicks, 2 clicks, I'm done. I'm zeroed in.
I've seen that done on firing lines. If you don't have a flag, that's not.
No, I get that, but from that pinch, he adjusts for his 1,000-yard shot. I'm just like, no, you didn't. Not from that.
Again,
That alone.
I've seen it done.
I've seen that one as well. Like
Like,
that one's one I've actually witnessed.
Real shooters. So
Like I've seen guys have a little.
I get your
baby
point.
model.
It seems like it seems crazy, but if I can tell that the wind here is the same as the wind at my target, and you're not shooting in a stupid box canyon in Wyoming that's just swirling, you can get a pretty good idea.
No, I understand that technique is a real thing. I'm saying they do it, they dial it in, and then one shot, 1,000, 1,500 yards later, the guy's dead. I'm just like, no. I'm sorry.
With a dead center hold.
Yeah.
The one that always gets me is when they cut back and forth, and the actors like they need to be doing something with their hands.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a 75 or 100-yard shot, and they're dialed in, and they're making more adjustments to that than the Hubble telescope to,
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how many knobs you have on that and why you felt the need to, like, why are you adjusting your parallax again? And, then I'm the asshole because I bring that up.
See,
because it's like,
that's where I differ from you guys. I go watch a movie. I don't care how far stuff off stuff is. I'm just there to enjoy the storyline.
I used to be, and then I started going to movies with Nick and Reed, and at one time they were on either side of me, and they would go, "Hey, do you see that guy's uniform? Yeah, it sucks, man. Patches."
Well, if you were sitting between them and they were able to focus on the movie, you probably weren't doing your job.
Had buttery hands.
now that was an easy target, Garth.
That was an easy target.
Almost as easy as replacing your targets every session. If you're sick of doing that, you should buy TCRT targets, the self-healing, long-lasting solution built for real shooters like you. TCRT targets are self-healing, modular, and tough. Built to take 400 plus rounds of 5.56 per square inch. They cut on ricochets, set up fast, and are last far longer than throwaway targets. Upgrade to TCRT targets today. The targets lets you train safer, longer, and more effective.
All right. Plug Guy Dave's got a counter question. What is your favorite gun scene of all time?
Oh, I've watched a lot of different gun movies, but the one that might be my favorite, like it was a lot of work to do this.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
And it goes back, like Heat is a very good answer because like they still show it for doing movement under fire, like as an example of how to do buddy team movement and like retreat under fire. So like they still show that in the military as an example of how to do that. But the movie scene I'm talking about actually is a callback. Part of that scene is a callback to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, they go in and like it's Ugly goes into a gun shop and starts pulling barrels off guns and pulling cylinders out and checking for actions and kind of builds one gun out of like 3 different pistols. And I believe it was in John Wick 2 when they're fighting or 3.
I think
fighting in the museum.
Yeah,
fighting in the museum. And he goes through and there's an open top conversion gun, and he's got 2 of them, but there's a black powder that had something wrong, and then an open top conversion, which that put a conversion cylinder into a black powder pistol. And when they run through, you could push, like he actually loaded and took the guns apart and put one round in, and it was a lot of expose for like one round, but that was actually correct. You could actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was super cool. Yeah, like you said, a lot of work for one round. Everyone's like, "Come on!" But yeah, I know.
The Quigley shot, excellent as well.
I remember this one from the John McClane one when he realizes he starts looking at the guns and he's like looks at the tape on the mag. He's like that one from when I was a little kid. I remember that one huge. But I think probably one of the most iconic that most people are gonna remember.
That right there is the reason why all of my subsonic 300 blackout mags are blue.
Yeah. The Rambo with the 60 in the belt. I mean, that's just iconic in itself.
Honestly, if I'll throw back to like the 2000s, like probably the year 2000 or 99 for the Matrix, man. The lobby scene before they go up in the elevator, when they slowed it down. Obviously, no, they're jumping around and going off the wall and doing the flips and stuff. But that scene with, maybe it was probably because of the music score too, but just one of the coolest. And again, Keanu Reeves, man. Obviously not at all accurate, but just a badass scene.
Yeah, in the chat, they're talking Act of Valor. Act of Valor was also like terrible acting, but the boat scene was an amazing like gun scene for just like live fire and running.
What's
great
the
gunplay, terrible acting.
Angelina Jolie one where they're like, you got to curve the bullet.
Wanted.
That's what I was gonna say, but I couldn't remember. That's
curve
just,
bullet.
Curving the bullet. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen that. They were supposed to have a second one. I never heard anything about it. But
no, let's see. There was
I gotta look up the title because I don't want to get it wrong.
We can guess.
No, I know it's. I just want to make sure. It's Chris Farley and Matthew Perry. Almost Heroes. Yes, when they're rocking up the river, and they got their muskets and cannons and stuff, and Chris Farley's telling them all about the wild animals on counter. Bears with paws the size of frying pans and rip your face off. And then they see the squirrel on the shore, and they all start blasting away at it and stuff. And he's like, hold your fire. It's just a squirrel. And the one guy goes, he's got something in his head. And they all start firing again, blowing cannons out and stuff. It cracks me up because that's the kind of slapstick stuff I love to watch. So for that alone, that's in my heart always. And that's my rant.
Actually, one of my other favorite, like I just realized that two of my favorite scenes in movies both involve revolvers. Because one of the ultimates may have been Indiana Jones. They're going through it. He jumps out with the scimitar and raiders, and he's going through and does all that. And he just pulls his Webley out, shoots him, and walks away.
Oh, yeah. He's got a sword. He's got a gun.
Like he brought a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah.
If all movies were that way, if the bad guy didn't talk, they would win every time.
100%.
But you got to freaking have your monologue and give this guy like 20 minutes of listening to you, just making him want to kill you more. And
that's why James Bond is James Bond. Because
I still like the story behind how that scene happened, which is funny to me. So the guy who was in the scene, like they had trained for months, and like it was going to be this huge sword fight, and like think the name will come to me in a little bit, but like he was Gregory Peck and all this, like all the old Errol Flynn. There we go, like swashbuckling movies from the way olden times, and like I had one of those deals, but Harrison Ford had the flu and was sick on the day they were supposed to do it. It was like, can't I just shoot him? Like, I've got a gun. Why don't I just shoot him? Because he didn't want it. He wasn't feeling up to doing it.
It makes sense. You know what else makes sense? Which actually doesn't make sense is that whole movie. I can't stand the Indiana Jones series because honestly, if he wouldn't have been in the movie, it still would have played out exactly the same.
Well, the first one, yes. The rest,
Yes.
no.
Yeah, no, you mean if he just sits on his couch,
Yeah,
the ending is still the same.
correct. It's like that 8th installment of Star Wars where they go to the planet that doesn't mean anything.
Is that the one where they went back in time to save the humpback whales?
Yeah, I think so.
But,
Oh, you were going to have so many people pissed off. Not me, because I could care less about either franchise.
One of my favorite gun movies when I was little is Band of the Hand. Anybody heard of that one?
No, I've not.
It's basically it's a bunch of prisoners and like thrown out on an island in the Keys, in Florida. Like it's basically Alcatraz or Alligator Alcatraz before Alligator Alcatraz, but it's not immigrants, it's actual idiots. And they escape the island and they end up in Little Cuba and end up taking on this drug runner. And it's two big gun scenes, big shootout scenes, really. And Me and my little brother was our favorite movie, or one of our favorite movies when we were little.
Yeah.
We were told we couldn't watch it because it had a lot of cursing in it, but
Yeah. Tremors is fantastic for the
Tremors is good.
Classic movies. I wish they'd keep those up because fantastic.
Burt Gummer is my role model.
You are Burt.
Yeah.
You surpassed role model. You are the new Burt. Might have to start calling you Burt.
Yeah, that's what I was like. What? Yeah, Burt Gummer's my role model. I was going for maximum penetration. Few common household chemicals.
Yeah. Great show.
It's empty. Well, I wasn't going to give it to you loaded. What is the actual line? It got you moving, didn't it? Or
yep. Oh yes, Tremors was great, but this has been kind of a fun little walk down memory lane and talking about tropes, which turned into movies. We talk about gun movies.
We talk about gun movies.
I see. We could do a whole movie just doing quotes on, or do a whole episode just doing quotes from movies. Well, I could take a good half hour just quoting Tombstone.
We could
actually that might be another one. Is I've got 2 guns, one for each of you.
Well, and that's why we support Patriot Patch, patriotpatch.co, because if you want awesome patches, you can go check out Patriot Patch because they have patches like the one Nick and I are showing right now. I'm still your Huckleberry. I'll be your Huckleberry anytime. So go check out Patriot Patch, patriotpatch.co, and join the Patch of the Month Club.
Yes, Billy Rosewood from Beverly Hills Cops, my spirit animals, is Dr. Scary Guy.
I can ban
that. Tackleberry.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say Police Academy. Oh, my gosh. All 6 of them.
Yeah.
So good.
You skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
Perfect. Man, now I've got all these movies on DVD. I'll have to move my X back upstairs and start watching these things again, man. I've got a good collection of old Westerns.
Yes, indeed. Well, Joe, you got anything else to add tonight before we start to sign off?
No, if you want to see us potentially ruin our podcasting careers, vote for us at the Gun to get on stage at the Gundies.
Oh, please do. It's going to be a hoot if we get up there.
Yeah, go vote for us. Vote for the people you know. If you don't know somebody in the category, vote for some random person. Throw some votes out there. Check out our socials, AR-15 Podcast on YouTube, AR-15 Podcast 2.0 on Instagram. Check out the website, ar15podcast.com. Give us a like, share our stuff, comments. I mean, the best way to support us really and to get us in the algorithms is to give comments. I mean, somebody says something mean, go ahead and pick a fight with them. It just builds our, we don't post engagement bait, but honestly, 99% of social media is just engagement bait to grow yourself. So, yeah, give us a vote at the Gundies. Give us and use fake ID or fake email addresses. They aren't checking them. Sign up your ex-wife. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, so many.
Sign up your readiness NCO because it's fun. stuff like that.
Exactly. Garth, you got anything to add?
Beyond all the wisdom Joe just shared, all I'm going to say is may the 4th be with you.
Okay.
It's
We're gonna
just for the
die.
guys
We're gonna
watching
shoot
because
you
the
guys.
rest of them be like, what? I gave the Spock sign.
Yeah, but you need to be like this for it then. Not
I can't do that because I'm retarded.
What?
we know.
Yeah, we're fine.
What is this?
No.
No, so yes, go out there, get in a fight in the comments. Let us know why Han Solo was the best captain of the Enterprise, and let's see how that goes in the comments. And as we go through here, guys, you know what I'm actually about to say, and that is remember that no one is coming to save you. You are your own first responder. Go out, get training, get medical training, expect to self-rescue. And you folks out there, you stay safe and stay armed.